Merry Christmas, everyone, and happy day 12. We're at the end of our 12 days of Advent calendar feature drops at heyLevi. And if you've ever run a life challenge, a multi-day life challenge that is typically 3 to 5 days, or have wanted to run one, you're probably aware of all the work that goes into it. From figuring out what you want to teach to how you're going to break it down over 3 to 5 days, to how you're going to keep your audience captivated from one day to the next, and to the social media posts that need to get posted and pinned in your group, again, to keep the engagement up. There's a lot that goes into planning and running a life challenge. But this module is going to help make that entire process a whole lot easier. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is to pick a product. So I'm going to go with Ryzen Automations, which is my demo CRM product. My target audience, it's automatically pulled in the target audience from my product playbook, which also happens to be my brand level customer avatar. From here, I can pick a persona to target if this is a super specific life challenge that I'm holding for a specific market segment. So let's say this is specifically for my digital marketing agencies, and I'm going to go ahead and select that persona here. All right, how many days will this challenge run for? Again, this is typically 3 to 5 days. I'm going to go ahead and simply pick 3 for this example. Here's where I get to tell the AI what date my challenge starts on. So it doesn't matter what format you use. Just keep in mind that whatever format you use here is how it will appear in your content. So let's say this is December 28th, 2024. The specific date all of my trainings will be taken down on. Let's say it's sometime in January, but I want it to show up as Friday the 16th, maybe. This is obviously going to be the next month since this is the 28th. All right, the daily start time for each training on each day. Let's say that's going to be 9 a.m. PST. And if you know what you want your challenge to be about, go ahead and fill that in here. It is optional though. If you leave this blank, the AI will look at what your offer is, what your product playbook is, and who you're targeting, which buyer persona or customer avatar you're targeting, and give you suggestions on topics that would resonate with this specific customer avatar. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this blank here. Again, if you have a specific system or process that you like to teach, you'll go ahead and add the name of that here, and then you'll be able to describe that in the next input here. But again, if there isn't a specific system and you're just looking for something general to teach about, you can go ahead and leave this blank as well. Make sure you have your custom brand voice selected here, which it does by default. And I'm going to go ahead and click on next. All right, so here are a bunch of suggestions on topics and subtopics or titles and subtitles that I could use. So let's say I want to do the 3-day automation setup challenge, free up your time for growth, set up essential automations that can handle routine tasks so you can focus on strategic goals. You'll see that it puts my title and subtitle here separately. So if I do want to make any edits to these, I can do that here before I move on to the next step. All right, now here is my 3-day outline as to what I could teach based on the topic and the subtitle. So it's given me my outline of what to teach for each day here. I can go ahead and make any edits if I wanted to. Once I'm happy with that, I can go ahead and click on next and generate the script for my day 1 training content. All right, so it's given me all of my slides and my speaker notes to go with each slide here for day 1. Again, you can always make any edits that you need to it. You can go ahead and select any text if you want the AI to make some changes to it here. Once you're happy with it, go ahead and click on next and generate the script for your next day's training. You'll want to continue doing this until you have all the scripts for each day of your life challenge. And once you've done that, you'll want to go ahead to the next section where you can create your 4 pre-challenge social media posts for, let's say, your Facebook group or wherever you're holding this life challenge. We have a welcome post, a belief post, which is basically going to help them believe that this life challenge is going to get them results, usually through a case study. A roadmap post, meaning a breakdown of what they're going to learn each day, and an instructions post, so they'll always know where to find information about navigating the life challenge all in one place. So the idea is that you're going to have all 4 of these posts posted and pinned to your group before you allow people into it. All right, so as always, you'll want to go ahead and read through each of the posts, make sure that everything looks good, make any edits that you want to. Once you're happy with that, you can go ahead and check out all of the image descriptions it's given us for each of the posts. You can decide if you want to change the preset to give it a different look. So let's say I want to use a cartoon for this one. Maybe I want to use a 3D animation for one of them. And I could also use, let's say, analog photo. You can also just keep them all with the same preset. The most important thing is to make sure that you're happy with the description of the image, and then make sure that you're choosing the right preset for that image. Next, I'm going to go ahead and generate all my images for all 4 posts at once. And let's check out what it's created for us. So it's given us something that goes with the post, with the theme of the event, and with the customer avatar that we're targeting. So each of these, I want to make sure that they look good to me. Again, I'm just using different presets and styles for each one to mix them up. You could always just stick with one single one if that's your preference. Once you're happy with the images on the post, go ahead and click on next, and it will save everything from your presentation scripts for each day to each of your social media posts, along with the content and the image that goes with each post. So they're all here at the end here. Now, once you get to this last step, it'll also show up in your content history for up to 90 days, or you can also download these separately and save them in an external folder as well. All right, so that's it. Get in there. Go ahead and check this out for your next live challenge. And remember that you can also plug this into your event registration page and event nurture sequences modules to get all of the copy and the emails and the posts and the scripts and your registration page all built out here in one place. And keep an eye out for a new workflow in the new year where we're going to actually plug each of these modules together for you. Merry Christmas Eve again. Enjoy your Christmas break, and we will see you in the new year.